For the budget players of Hearthstone, I've got some good news for you, because the best deck in the game right now is actually the cheapest. I have a saying on my stream, and that saying is, Token Druid will find a way. And it's really funny that Treant Druid is actually the best deck in the game in terms of popularity, and it's really funny to see how this deck really only has 2 archetypes. It's got 2 different decks that people are playing, and those decks are actually very, very similar. So similar that they actually share 28 of the same cards. There are 2 lists that are running around right now with the same 28 cards, and the only card difference is one deck is playing Witchwood Apple in order to give you Treants very, very easily. But there are some people that are saying that this deck doesn't need that many Treants, and there are some people like myself that are playing the list with the Gold Panner. And I think that Gold Panner has a little bit of better synergy with this deck because sometimes you just need card draw. And this is a really good card that you can play on coin depending on the matchups that you are going to be experiencing. But I just thought we could take a look at the sets of data in order to give you guys an idea of why Treant Druid is just so good right now. But if you want my honest opinion, it really doesn't matter which version of the deck that you go with. I think that at the lower ranks, it's probably just better for you to go for as many Treants as possible to get those early cultivation turns, because if you play cultivation and it just sticks, you are going to win the game. So having more Treants for that is probably good. But at top legend, I believe that Gold Panner might be a little bit more necessary, because it's not about having one wave that ends the game. You need maybe 2 or 3 waves of being able to play minions and then summoning like Soul of the Forest onto those minions. But I'm getting a little bit ahead of myself. So let's look at the mulligan data for this deck and see what exactly is this showing us right now. So looking at the mulligan win rate, we can see that the best cards are by far Forest Seedlings and Cactus Construct. These are cards that you just want to keep as frequently as possible. But it's really refreshing to see Blood Treant finally is a good card, because it just makes sense that you would want to play this because it's a free minion. You can easily make it into a 3/4 potentially with your Herald of Nature. It could just be a 4/4 if you play at the same turn on cultivation. But more importantly, one way that you can easily win with this deck is by playing a bunch of minions, having a bunch of minions on the field, and then you play Soul of the Forest. This is a very old-fashioned combination of cards that Token Druid has been known for years, where you stick a lot of minions onto the field, you play the Soul of the Forest, and if your opponent decides to trade, there's a bunch of 2/2s they have to worry about now. But the big difference between this deck and other Druid decks in the past is that cultivation becomes so much cheaper when you actually get to pop off your Soul of the Forest combo. So not only does it give you an extra layer of security, but it also can help you discount your cultivation turns, which is absolutely massive depending on how early you want to pop off with this card. I thought about playing Solar Eclipse with this deck, but I don't think Solar Eclipse is even necessary because you have Summer Flower Child that can help you tutor out the cultivations very, very consistently. And the only other card that costs more than 5 mana is Life from Death. Life from Death is a great refresh tool, and if you do happen to get the finale value with the Summer Flower Child, then you can make the Life from Deaths potentially cost 0 mana. So this could be 0 mana, draw 6 in order to build up a big board, stick a Soul of the Forest, and then have cultivations ready to go for that big lethal turn. And you can actually see, you know, in the stats, literally it being indicated to where you usually only play cultivation when you are pressuring lethal, either by getting a big chunk of damage out of nowhere against a deck that you know that doesn't have AoE, or you use it as your big lethal tool in order to get over that hump and get the victory. But one other card that I feel like deserves a little bit more praise is actually Plot of Sin. There are some situations to where you just want to play as many minions as possible, including playing your Treants as early as you can, so that way you have 5 minions that can infuse the Plot of Sin for a 3 mana 10/10. Speaks for itself. And then suddenly, if you happen to even buff it up with a card like Herald of Nature, suddenly you've got 6/7s that just will not die depending on how early you are able to play out this card. But overall, Treant Druid is a very easy deck to play. You spam minions, you buff them, you go face. You try not to trade unless absolutely necessary. But now that we've taken a look at the version of the deck that plays the Witchwood Apple, let's take a look at how good Gold Panner is, because this deck doesn't nearly have as much data because this is 6,000 games in top legend versus 370. But I think that Gold Panther with the stats so far is really showing some promise. Like, it doesn't exactly have the greatest drawn win rates, a little bit closer to the bottom of the list, as well as the played win rate. But the mulligan win rate really does show that drawing cards is just what you want to do in an aggro deck from time to time. Drawing cards can be very important in order to get that 1-2 card combination that is very much necessary for this sort of deck to persevere, because you really need to have your nature cards for the Herald of Nature. You really need to have your Soul of the Forest turns ready to go, and sometimes you're not going to play this unless you have Blood Treants as well as other 1-drops in the same turn, so that way you're building up a board and immediately sticking it. So this deck is, I'm making it sound like this deck's a lot more complicated than it actually is, but this is a very easy deck to where if you just want to like watch TV and win Hearthstone games without even really trying, this is probably the easiest, most autopilot deck that you can play right now that'll still get you a lot of ranks. And don't forget, if you do enjoy this kind of content, feel free to like this video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, check out the Patreon, because we've got special perks and bonuses that are available in case you guys want deck optimizations, coaching, or even just a shout out in these future videos. So thank you so much for making it to the end of this deck intro, and we'll see you for the next video. I hate the idea that I'm playing this deck right now. I seriously, like, part of me is like, no, you sold out, and the other part of me is like, no, I gotta make content and I just need to get W's. Who cares how I get them? Oh, double Blood Treant start? Probably hold on to this for more 2/2s, but do I really just want to play this as my 1-drop? I can go for a really big start. The question is, does he have bones in order to stop me? Oh, dude. Oh, that's actually massive to hit that. So the question is, do I wait to play this and then play everything in 1 turn? I think I want to play everything in 1 turn. There is no reason for me to rush this. If I play the Blood Treants, there's a very high chance they can just get hit. He's really just doing this in weaponing. Oh, this is so good for me. 8 damage over 2, miss lethal. Lul. Alright, yeah, this is massive, dude. Because now I summon 4 2/2s and then buff them all 1/2. That'll just win this game. Dude, calm it down. My God. That honestly really didn't even do that much. Woo! I can't believe Blood Treants are actually good. I mean, the issue isn't that Blood Treants were never good. The issue is that aggro Druid had so many counters and had so many ways of being dealt with. That was the big issue here. Oh my dear lord. Okay, dude, I'm at 10 life. I need to kill him now. I need to kill him like yesterday. But now he can actually play the Scorpion. This is not good. If he finds like a random AoE and it actually does something. Okay. This is fine so far. Soul of the Forest, not terrible, but I feel like I want more damage here. Cactus Construct.
Let evil take root.
This isn't lethal. Viewership tanked after playing Treant Druid? No, it did not. What do you mean? I was around like the 80 range. We peaked at 99 and we're still around 88 right now. I get that some people don't like this deck. Trust me, I don't like it either, but don't be projecting as hard as you just did there. Viewership has not tanked by any means. Treant Druid is making me want to try Standard again, not gonna lie. Boom! See? There are some people that want to learn this deck. Oh no. Oh no, I don't have lethal, guys. And unfortunately, there's no way for me to find lethal. I'm gonna just have to trade here. The question is, how do I trade? Because I could do this and get 2 minions, but if I do that, I have to trade 2 more minions still. There's no way to trigger that, unfortunately. Okay. If he really is about to find an AoE to deal with this, I'm gonna go crazy. Random Pyroblast could also be a possibility. But the biggest thing about this deck is the fact that it's super cheap. Like, this is one of the cheapest decks that we've seen, aside from, like, Drum Druid in the previous expansion. And honestly, I would say that this is probably in a better spot with this deck than Drum Druid was during its peak. Because Drum Druid wasn't, like, the best deck in the game. This is looking like the best deck. So I got a 4/4, I get 2/2s, and I get this plus this as a possibility. I don't think we lose here. All right, there we go. That's a GG. Like, whenever I was playing Rogue, I just struggled against this deck. And I just now got above a positive win rate against Rogue, because I started 0-2 against it.
That's all for now.
Treant Druid low-key got a decent room for misplays. I mean, if anything, that's not a good thing. Elon Musk plays Hearthstone? That is not true. I want to see some sources on that one. I want to see your sources for this homework assignment you just submitted, because I don't believe you. And if Elon Musk has actually played Hearthstone, then I issue a challenge to Elon Musk. Fight me in Hearthstone. All right? Just play me in a game of Hearthstone. The winner gets to run X. I feel like that'd be something that he would do, because Elon is desperate for attention. As a billionaire, which has never made sense to me. He's played a game or two, but that's all. Holy shit, Elon Musk has actually played Hearthstone.
For a new video game to play, can you give me a recommendation?
His video game recommendations?
Overwatch.
I play Overwatch.
Yeah,
Anything else?
He's totally an Overwatch player.
Overwatch is.
He is socially awkward enough to be a Overwatch player. Can chess land women? I mean, I feel like the issue here is that you're trying to find a magic answer that makes women say yes. There is no magic answer. You just gotta talk to enough women until you find the right one for you. That's the magic right there. I learned that in a King of the Hill episode.
Overwatch is amazing. Yeah, generally Blizzard does great stuff. Well, there's Hearthstone.
I haven't tried that.
Yeah.
I know people love it.
I think my kids play this Hearthstone.
Okay, he gets his kids to play Hearthstone. That's kind of cool.
Is it really good?
I'm kind of mad that he doesn't like clarify more about Hearthstone, but I guess yeah, he just hasn't played that many games. All right, let's go in. Deal that damage. Apple versus Panner? Oh, Panner 100%. You have enough Treants in the deck. And the biggest thing that you got to think about when it comes to this deck in particular, you don't want your turn one to do nothing. He said that his kid plays it. Well, yes, his kid has played it, but Elon also said that he played it a little bit. Makes me wonder what kind of, Oh, seriously? Oh my god, the only card that mattered in this position. Alright, I need Soul of the Forest, and we know that it's at the bottom of the deck. You know what? Why not? I need a good cultivation turn, and now I have double cultivation. I was honestly kind of hoping to get some card draw here. Not gonna lie, that would have been really decent. Because if I would have gotten life from death, I could have traded these and then been really close to getting a life from death value. And now I just have to ignore. I think we're gonna lose here. But yeah, if Elon Musk actually plays Hearthstone, I issue a challenge to Elon. Fight me in a best of 5, and the winner gets to take over Twitter. Yeah, this isn't Minecraft. We're playing up against kids playing Minecraft, though. What would I bet? That's a good question. What would Elon get if he actually wins? Because I have to put something on the line. But then again, he's a billionaire. He could fucking go, like, roll those dice and be like, ah, didn't win. That is totally something that he could theoretically do. Okay. Let's see if this... Oh, bet my hair? Oh, God. That would be the same amount of emotional damage. Elon losing Twitter versus me losing my hair. Oh, dude, there we go. Yeah, I'd shave my head. There we go. We got our bet now. And he has the brawl. At least I got this now, so I can wait to play this after a good Soul of the Forest turn. The 1/1s aren't gonna make a difference, unfortunately. I have to bet my ass? Bro, who am I? Someone the... Oh, God. Oh, dude, I could make such a bad joke right now. Oh, my God, I could make a terrible joke. Something, Epstein's Island, because Elon Musk was invited there. I could easily do something like that. Well, I'm about to end this whole man's career. Yeah, imagine if I made that joke. As if I didn't just make it now. Do I just have to go for it? I feel like I just have to go for it. My inner druid instincts are kicking in. I could wait one more. I could try to wait a little bit longer. Because if all of this dies, I do have the other life from death in order to draw. Do I just want to take the bet and potentially lose, though? I do have Herald of Nature still. You know what? I'm just going to do it. I'm forcing him to have the answer now versus him having the answer later. Yeah, I think we go for it now. Play some Thaddeus Weapon Druid or no balls. I might need to try that deck. I feel like it'd be really bad for me. Brawl, he's already played one Brawl. And he already played one Blade Storm, but there's the duplicate. This will summon a 2/2. Oh my God, that's Bellowing Flames, dude! The perfect clears! All right, well, if only I had Plot of Sin ready to go in hand. Thaddeus Murloc Priest, you are going to have to teach me about this high culture deck that you just suggested to me. Because I have not heard anybody playing that. Oh, School Teacher? Dude, School Teacher could actually be nuts here. Imagine picking Deathwing. That'd be so funny. But School Teacher's like actually good. Okay, find Nate. Oh wait, it's not gonna do. I mean, I have to do this. I need to go for the nature cards. Deathwing ends it. I wish it did. I really wish that it did. Oh God, now I wish it. No! Homeboy actually runs Last Stand of the fast. What the fuck are we playing? What is this nonsense? Who hurt you to where playing Last Stand and the Dirty Rat seemed appealing? Oh my God, someone hurt my boy. Someone really hurt my boy.
Make your choice. Let evil take root.
This is my last buff.
Any questions?
Who hurt you, Fast? Have to do this. Last Stand unironically goated, though. He's doing this to specifically draw the Dirty Rat. I feel like this is a deck that hates, like, Thaddeus Warlock or something. Like, what other reason do we want Dirty Rat that consistently? I'm so mad that it actually made a difference, though. Why the fuck, man? You're getting beaten by Ogre Priest? Apparently there were some people telling me that Ogre Priest is unironically good. I personally don't believe it, but there are people that are playing the archetype, supposedly. The fact that it's seeing play at top 200 is nuts. Can it beat Rogue? That's the big question. Like, why are we playing Ogre Priest? He's 770? That I still hear that's top 1,000. That guy is risking top 1,000 ranks to play Ogre Priest. Really? Really? What am I experiencing right now? What the hell? Holy shit. Yeah, this is Control, but this is the weirdest Control deck I've ever seen. Last Stand, double Dirty Rat. Fast was telling me that he threw his ranks with Odin Warrior, and this is the deck that he plays, and I guess I get it. Ay, man. Yeah, bye-bye board.
What story will you give my
Asgaroth. He's got to go for armor, probably. Yeah.
Try this one on.
Still got to swing into the 5, but now he can actually kill 10. Oh my god, was that actually such a high roll? He could have hit a 1-1, you know? He could have hit a 1-1, and that actually bought him a fucking turn. Oh, this is not happening, dude. The Khaz'goroth hitting the high HP minion, or hitting the high attack minion actually is winning this game. I need one more turn. That Khaz'goroth swing, dude, that 2 and 7. But he hit the right 2 and 7 instead of the wrong 2 and 7. All right, come on, man, don't make me lose to this deck. Don't make me lose to this deck game. Yeah, why not just draw the 3rd cultivation? Love the idea. Is that really sanitized? Motherfucker!
So you're a fan of my...
Oh my god, he missed! He missed the 50-50! Ah! This is why we don't play Dirty Rats and Warrior, dude! Ah! It's actually insane how the switch from yesterday went from everyone's playing Rogue, but now everyone's playing Druid because they realize how good Druid is against Rogue. It's kind of unsettling. Alright, well, this is a good turn 1 play. First time legend? Yo, what'd you do it with, card? What'd you do it with? It was Druid, wasn't it? It's always Druid, always has been. Cactus Construct on turn 1? How many games have I started with that? 1 out of 15, now going into 16 games. 1 game I have had Cactus Construct on turn 1. Maybe 2 if I've miscounted. If I played Druid, I'd play Reno Druid. I don't even think there's like a pure Reno Druid out there, and all the decks have duplicates. Are you kidding? Bro, is you for real? You're for real right now. He's actually for real right now, chat. Turn 1 actually just won the game outright, because now he's got another one of these guys. I literally like I could do this to get the minion, but it's not gonna like, oh my god, dude, this is how do I win this now? Am I supposed to hero power? This is such bullshit, dude. This is such bullshit. I don't fucking know. I'm trying to make the Plot of Sin playable. How did you let this deck become meta? Oh my god. And yeah, it's all my fault. It's all my fault that this deck exists, 100%. Keep calm, I'm gonna pass through. I don't know about that one there, mate. I want to have faith, but I don't think it's gonna happen. That Pyromancer is gonna come out the worst time, and it's just gonna destroy my board. I can maybe get the 5. If I get the 5/5s and they stick for a turn, then maybe I've got it. Maybe I've got it then. Oh, how did we let this deck become meta? Because it's cheap, that's why. It's cheap and it's easy for people to play. And that's the reason why this is the most popular deck at, It's the most popular deck on the way to Legend, but once you hit Legend, people stop playing. They stop playing this deck and they switch to Rogue, because Rogue's more fun. At least that's what the data is telling us. Because in top 1,000, like, it's like 1/5 of the people are playing Rogue. 1/5 of the people are playing Rogue. Actually, no, it's more like, it was the 30% according to Vicious Syndicate. 30% of people were playing Rogue in the past week. That top Legend in particular. I was Diamond 5 and now I am Legend. Let's go, dude. Tempo Sludge is the most fun deck I've played, bro. I'm glad that you can have some success with it, mate. I unfortunately cannot play that deck because it would just get destroyed. Okay, so here's the question. Summon 4/5, go face, or summon Herald and then go face. I think I like the idea of getting the 4/5 value. Because now if he kills the 5/4, I still have another minion with a big body. Okay, this works out. And then I could potentially go Herald into this, but I just want more minions. Yep, sent as soon as I saw. That's the thing that sucks about being a Twitch streamer, man, is when your chat is moving so fast. You gotta play the game. You gotta look at chat. You gotta come up with something witty. Like, sometimes you just don't have enough time. Could streamers please state opinion of Reno Paladin? Reno Paladin is probably fine, but I don't think it's like a tier 2 deck. I think it's tier 3. But I wouldn't take my opinion on Reno Paladin. I haven't played it. I saw one game of it so far on my climb. But Reno Paladin is probably fine if you're playing on the way to Legend. If you're already in Legend, I don't know if the deck would perform. But you're gonna get a lot of mind games against people that think you're playing aggro. So there's at least that. Okay, so I have to worry about getting bursted out of nowhere here. I don't really know if I can... wait a minute. What if it's this into hero power, trade up into the board?
Make your choice.
Get the cultivation super cheap. I mean, I have to fight for board, because going face is a death sentence. I need to use my board to mitigate his board. So I think the play is actually this.
Let evil take root.
I don't think there's any specific way that I can trade that gets me extra value. So I think I just have to do it this way. Because I win with double cultivation plus Herald of Nature. This will go to 2, this will go to 3. This might be playable depending on what he does. I'm playing Thaddeus Warlock, sorry to everyone in advance. Don't hate the player, hate the game. You can't be mad at a player that's making use of the resources they have been given. That is an opinion that I feel like a lot of people don't have with Hearthstone in particular. They just get mad being like, oh, if all of these Treant Druids weren't on the ladder, then Hearthstone would be more enjoyable for me. It's like, bro, if everyone wasn't playing Treant Druid, you'd have another deck you'd be complaining about. So you shouldn't get mad at players playing a specific deck. That's just not the based take. You don't get you don't get mad at players for playing the deck that they're playing. You get mad at the deck for existing. But then people take that as, I'm gonna flame the devs. You never want to do that either. Please don't flame the devs. They don't need to be on Twitter. Hate the player, not the game. Or hate the game, not the player. Literally have that backwards.
Contemplation.
What can Cactus Construct get me? I need a Rusher. Those are not Rushers.
It's only natural.
6 plus 8, 14. If he has double cultivation, I lose, but I think with the amount of cards he has in hand and us knowing that this is a 2-drop, I think we're fine. We're outboarding him. If he trades into my minions, it actively destroys his board. We still have the HP advantage. I'm pretty sure this is a victory for us. Why does Blizzard love Thaddeus? Because, all right, I'm going to tell you a harsh truth. All right, some of you guys aren't ready for this. 0 mana cards are fun. I don't care what your opinion on Thaddeus Druid is, or Thaddeus Warlock. Playing cards for 0 mana is always going to be a fun experience. It may not be the most fun for most people, but being able to play APM decks and just going crazy with like these ridiculous combos, it's fun. There's no other way to describe it. You know that feeling in Yu-Gi-Oh when you're playing like a bunch of cards at the same time? Like, it's just a fun thing to do. Granted, it may get tired out very quickly. It may get tired out very quickly, but it is a fun thing to have in the game. Okay, wait, do I just win here? I'm pretty sure this is lethal, right? Who here plays Yu-Gi-Oh? I'll tell you right now, the only reason you're playing Hearthstone is because you can't play Yu-Gi-Oh. I'm just not even gonna count it. Oh my god, it's 16. It's not enough. Oh wait, no, it's 22. I do have enough. Ha ha ha! Never count! Ha ha! Never count. Never count, dude. I think this is fine. I'd rather play a game with 6 Thaddiuses than a game with none. Devs think that you should play Thaddeus on turn 10 and it sticks and it'll be a fun game with a couple of strong terms, or you play Tempo Slime with old school Chadlock. Cactus Construct. At least one time, can I please start with it? And now Savjs knows what I'm gonna do. This is not good. This is actually omega terrible. This is how bad this start is. I'm about to get smacked by Savjs. You rise up to 250 already. Play Rogue for wait, what? Goff sack? What does that mean? Is this guy asking for the sack? It's been incredibly consistent that Blizzard bans any deck they don't understand. Cough Fire Druid. That's not the reason they banned Fire Druid. I don't know if you're capping or not, but that's not the reason they banned Fire Druid. They banned Fire Druid because most people complain about their opponent playing so many cards in one turn. Thaddeus Druid was one of those decks where you literally had to sit there and hope they didn't have the answer. It's a little bit different when you think about with like Thaddeus Warlock, because some people just concede the game the moment. Oh my god, what are you? What the fuck? Savjs, what are you doing?
But I do not believe.
I know how that happened, but what the hell? He's switcherooed with Aman'Thul.
Make your choice.
The 3-mana 3/12. Oh, then that's what I call gaming. That is crazy. Please don't have a Holy Nova. This deck wouldn't play Holy Nova. Right? I've got the cultivation, so if this board sticks, I think I'm fine. But oh my god, what if he plays Ziliax? Ziliax would actually just end me. It would be so over if he played that. Anyone else getting Arbor up flashback? Oh, wait a minute, that was just lethal.
It was you.
Oh, wait, that was actually just lethal. Fuck! I didn't count! Dude, I didn't count! Oh, I could just lose. Oh, no. Oh, what? I don't think there's a card from Sunwell that wins it. Yeah, why didn't I count? Because I'm a Hearthstone player. I don't count. I play with the pretty pictures and my deck tracker does the counting for me. Remember, guys, I am an aggro player. Jesus, dude. Oh my god, I actually started with Cactus Construct. That's just an instant GG. And we got the Panner. All right, dude. And we activate the Herald of Nature. Good start, good start. Is this also Automaton? It's not. He runs apples instead of Panner, which is nuts, by the way. I don't know if I like apples. I'm really not sold on apples, personally.
Our gift of the arcane enlightens us.
The only reason I'm not sold on apples is because you want to do something with your turn one. Is apples really that good on turn one?
I smell gold in their water.
I mean, I know it discounts Cultivate.
Arcane bolt.
So he's playing Naga Priest. Why do I feel like I'm actually going to lose this game? It's not Aggro Priest, it's Naga Priest. It's closer to mid-range.
Arcane bolt.
Keep on panning.
Goodbye from France. Wish you luck in your grinding, bro. All right, Brand Lewis. We'll see you next time. Sorry I couldn't play Rogue while you were here. I literally did nothing but Rogue yesterday. So if you want to check the VOD from yesterday, I did nothing but play Rogue. But I understand if you don't want to watch a VOD. Oh, wow. Okay, so I just lose here. I actually just lost. See, aggro? Mid-range decks can play aggressively. This isn't an aggro deck because it's not trying to kill you as soon as possible. It's trying to stick a board and throw damage every single turn. It's not an aggro deck. It can play aggressively, but it's not an aggro deck. There's a big difference. Oh no. Mom, we're having arguments about what classifies for deck archetypes again. The classic Hearthstone debates. He told me that Apple is the nuts on one and Arrow Soiler with coin. Are you telling me that I have to play a new Druid deck now? All right, now he's playing very aggressively. So I can't even go for Blood Treant. It's just such a waste.
The strong flourish. It's only natural.
Arcane bolt.
I actually could potentially win here. Does this deck play Silence? I don't remember. I want to say this deck doesn't play Silence. It doesn't play Shard. Am I correct in this assessment? I feel like I should know this. So I have Astalor into Herald number 2. So I can make sure that he has absolutely nothing on the field. And if that happens, I think we win. But again, like, Shard's the only thing I'm really worried about. And he's running out of cards. That's the big thing here.
Light sings, and the impure
Funnel Cake. Oh my god, he does play Shard, but he plays it now. And that doesn't Finale. Oh wait, technically screwed up here. Actually, it's fine. It sucks that I can't play Cultivation, but I have the board now. You can just gatekeep, wait, you can just keep getting gate kept, and blame the gold banners. Sounds like something I would do. 7 mana Cultivation, dude. There was technically a play going Living Roots into this and the 5/5, but that is so unnecessary. Yeah, why don't I play Naga Priest? Because look, you want to know why this guy lost? He didn't have the wig. If he would have had wig, this game would have been over. And that's exactly why I don't play this deck. He did not win because his deck is bad. Okay, hold on. How to explain this? He did not win because my deck is better. He did not win because he didn't draw the 1 or 2 cards that mattered in this matchup. This is why I don't like Naga Priest. It loses to its own draws than it does to its own game plan. Also, boom, top 200. Top 200 with this deck. We are now, what, 13-6 with the deck? That's massive.